4 quarters. The first quarter, I keep pigs. And I play with the pig dung, with the 30 sows I have, to produce food for chickens and fish. This is what I do. In the morning when I pick the pig dung from the piggery house, I leave it out in the open for 6 to 8 hours. And in so doing, flies come along and they lay eggs on it. I then cover it for 4 to 5 days, and when I open it, I get nice, juicy maggots. These I feed my chickens. And then, after I've picked the maggots out of the pig dung, I still introduce earthworms. And when I do, the earthworms multiply. As they're multiplying, they eat on the pig dung and they produce soil. This soil I use to grow vegetables. And sometimes I sell to the people in the city as for their potted plants. And as the earthworms multiply, they excrete. When they excrete, I use their excreta as a pesticide and a fertilizer for my garden. Pig dung is gold to me because I save 80% of my cost of production by feeding the chickens and the fish, which I wouldn't have done if I was using commercial feed. The second quarter, I keep cattle. While almost everyone in Uganda uses firewood and charcoal to cook, I use dung for the cows. I introduce it in an anaerobic digester. This is an airtight tank that uses microorganisms to degrade the cow dung. And in the process, it produces biogas that I use to cook. I don't have soot, while the rest of the people who use charcoal and firewood do. And in the process, I save on what would have happened if we cut down trees to make charcoal and biogas. Because when we do that, we bring climate change issues. The slurry that comes out of the biogas, I use this as manure for my farm. In this third quarter, I grow matoke or plantain. This is my staple food. And just like maize is the staple for South Africa, wheat for the US, and rice for the Asians. So, where I have my farm, everyone believes that nothing can ever grow there because the soils are red. And I don't blame them because while in school, we were taught that fertile soils are black. These were the loam soils. But the soil in my garden says, uh-oh, you won't grow here. And the matoke says, I will if I'm given water and manure. This I do by collecting all the urine from the pigs, all the urine from the cows, and the slurry. If I'm not mistaken, I'm the best matoke farmer in my country. Because in a quarter an acre, I get 30 bunches from this. And on average, I sell each bunch at $10. The fourth quarter, I keep fish. In a space of 2 meters by 4 meters by 1 meter depth, I can keep 500 catfish. I also do aquaponics. This is where water that comes from the fish goes through the plants, and as it goes through the plants filter it because they take the ammonia, the nitrates that were produced with the fish dung. So when it goes through the water and back, when it goes through the plants and back to the water or to the fish, it is clean, oxygenated water for my tilapia. Tilapia needs oxygen. In a space of 8 meters by 15 meters, I grow tomatoes, and I can have 4,800 kilos in 6 months, which amounts to about 2,700 US dollars. I also do hydroponics. This is soilless farming, where cereals like barley are used. They're sprouted and using germination, conditions of germination, that is air, water, and warmth. And when I do that, in 6 days, I produce food for my animals. In a space of 20 feet by 6 feet, that's just about a container, I can grow fodder for 4 kilograms of fodder for either 100 pigs or 25 cows, all 1,500 chicken. And if my pigs eat this, they enjoy, I produce good quality pork. If my chickens eat this, I have yellow yolk eggs, which I sell expensively because they're organic. And if the cattle eat this, I'll have milk without having to struggle to cut down trees or moving around looking for grass. Out of the proceeds from the farm, my husband and I decided to build a primary school. This school teaches sons and daughters of African farmers the 3 things Africans are failed to teach their children: time management, value of money, and the culture of saving, by teaching them modern methods of agriculture. And it's amazing what these young children, their minds can grasp. I'll give you an example. We have a 10-year-old. After only 3 months in our school, he went to his father's home in holiday. And this is what he did. He overturned the compound, got tires from the garage, broken wheelbarrows, sacks, and made a vegetable garden. They enjoy this at home, and they sell some to the rest of the neighbors. Whenever you lack, you think. Now, when we built the school, we didn't have enough money to build a sock pit. So we were worried, but we needed to start. And the first day of the school, this is what happened. A lot of water gushed out of the showers. And we're like, wow, this is too much. But we use this as an opportunity. It is what we use in our garden, and the rest, so we can be able to produce very big fruits. This is what happens when, if every one of us uses what they have at their disposal. An example, I use the dung to my disposal to make a lots of money. And if any of us, because we use a lot of water, if all of us saved the water we were using to wash or clean, our farms wouldn't have issues of water scarcity due to drought.